I'm gonna teach you the best way to store your mushrooms. So in the past, I used to store mine in the freezer in a baggie, and lo and behold, it wasn't the best way to do it because the few times that I tried to take them, I found that they had lost their potency. So I didn't end up journeying at all, which was a bummer. So I wanna make sure that you don't have that same experience. So what I have found to be the best way to store your mushrooms is in a mason jar. Now, these mason jars, these amber ones, are great ones to store them in. I know a lot of you won't be able to find these, so just storing them in a clear mason jar will work as well. You want them to have an airtight lid, and just so you know, there's just mayonnaise on this one. But you want it to have an airtight lid and store it in a dark, dry place. You know, some place where it won't encounter moisture, sunlight. Both of those things are like kryptonite to your mushrooms. So just to reiterate, a dry, dark place, free of sunlight with an airtight lid, and preferably if you could get like a silica pack or a desiccant pack and pop that in there as well, that's the best way to do it. If you don't have a mason jar available, of course you can reuse any old jar that you might have with a really good lid on it. But if you can't do that either, you can always do a Ziploc bag. And what you want to make sure to do is to toss a silica pack in there. If you don't have a silica pack, it's no big deal. I mean, these traditionally come in supplement bottles. So if you have some supplements laying around, just yank the silica or the desiccant pack out of there. You're just gonna add your silica pack to your dried mushrooms, squeeze out all of the air, make sure it's sealed tight, and do not store it in the fridge or the freezer, but like I said, store it in a dry, dark place, preferably a cabinet or a closet that you don't get into too frequently. And that is the best way to preserve your mushrooms. And if you do this, you could expect to keep your mushrooms at their given potency for upwards of a year, if not longer. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give a tap-a-risky to that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video. And if you are new to mushrooms and you just need some additional help, feel free to look at the rest of my channel or click the link in the description below for the Amazon link to my book, Safe Travels, an essential guide to journeying safely on psilocybin. You could read this in less than a day. I made it to be super user-friendly, super easy read. So again, thanks so much. If you feel inclined to support me on Patreon, go ahead and click the link in the description below. Thanks so much. Safe travels. Peace.